Hello, and welcome to my Learn Guitar with the Beatles series. Up until now, we've done 6 songs focusing on how to play the chords, how to play the song structure or the chord sequence, also any interesting phrases that may occur, or perhaps the solo as well on some of those songs. This time we're doing something slightly different. We're going to be looking at a guitar riff that happens at the beginning of the song Come Together. So what is a guitar riff? Well, that tends to be a repeating and distinctly recognizable theme. So if you think like Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple, bam, 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 you know, all that sort of stuff. That is a guitar riff. Please hit like if this is your proverbial cup of tea. You could always subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss any of my other Beatles guitar lessons. You could share if you have friends or family that would benefit from these videos, because after all, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Okay, so here we go. It would probably just be this one video. We'll get everything done in this one. So the beginning of Come Together is actually a bass line that happens. So Paul McCartney on the bass. What we have is a fret 10 on string 6 that we play twice. We're then going to slide from 10 to 12 on the 5th string. So we have a fret 10 on string 6 and then a slide from 10 to 12 on the 5th string. We're then going to jump over a string, landing on the fret 10 of the 3rd string before finishing off on the fret 12 of the 4th string. And we have a little slide down from there. So I'll go through that again. 10, 10 on the 6th string. We slide from on the 5th string from 10 to 12. Jump over string, landing on the fret 10 of the 3rd string, and then finishing off on the fret 12 of the 4th string. So we have that. So as we pick up speed with this, you may notice that I've now switched my fingers. If we were to start the fret 10 on the 6th string with our middle finger, doing the slide with our 3rd finger, it then means our 1st finger is sort of loitering in the right place for the fret 10 on the 3rd string. Now, if I change my amp sound, I don't know whether it will show up all that much. I've now put like a heavy octave on to sound a bit more bass-like. There we go. So that happens 4 times round in the intro. At the same time, it's quite hard to hear. I think it's been panned right over to the left side. You've got a guitar that's doing something very similar. So what the guitar is doing is a fret 10 again. It's actually now doing a hammer-on from 10 to 12. So a hammer-on is where we play the fret 10 on the 5th string and allow our left hand to create the fret 12 by firing that finger on. So I'm going with the 3rd finger here. So we have fret 10 and then a hammer on from 10 to 12 on the 5th string. And then instead of like the bass line going to the 3rd string, we go to the 4th string and we just pick that note. We should end up with the fret 12 on the 5th string and the fret 10 on the 4th string ringing out together. They sort of bleed together. So we have that sound. So there is the guitar riff. And that happens 4 times as well. Now I think it's quite nice to try and combine the two, to try and do both the bass riff and the guitar riff together. So how on earth could we do that, I hear you cry? Well, if we were to take some elements of the bass line and some elements of the guitar line, we can sort of put them together and hopefully combine. By combining them, we sound a little bit more like what is happening in the actual track. So they both start with a fret 10 on string 6, so that's fine, we could do that. The next part, well, the bass line is doing a slide, but the guitar riff, or the guitar, was just doing a hammer-on. So it's up to you what you want to do there. If you prefer the sound of the slide, then go with that. If you prefer the sound of the hammer-on, then go without. I think for now I'm going to go with the hammer on. So I'm going to go fret 10, hammer. Now, the next note, the guitar played the fret 10 on the 4th string, whereas the bass played the fret 10 on the 3rd string. So you could, if you sort of squidge in that finger and press down both strings, with the right hand, you could actually catch both those notes. Okay, so there I am catching both the 4th string and the 3rd string at fret 10. And then, of course, it's only the bass line that then finishes with our that will slide down from 12 on the 4th string. So you might want to include that at the end. So we have. And that happens 4 times. See how you get on with that. Good luck.